sunset though. How's that beautiful new grandbaby of yours? Yeah, it is beautiful here. This is what's known as Sunset Cliffs. I'm really happy to hear that sunrise. It's wonderful news. Hi, Lori. It's always fun saying your name. So good, they had to name you 3 times. So nice, you had to say it thrice. PPD, what is that? What's that middle P? Oh, I was thinking the baby, that's why I didn't even click. I see. Oh. That's rough. That can be really rough. Some people, I mean, the hormone adjustment is hard on everyone, but some people it's really hard on. So I will hope and send, I don't know. I will hope that that's not the case. I don't know. I'm having problems with words today. I'm just exhausted. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm literally just out here walking around doing stuff because if not, I'll go home and go straight to bed. And it's way too early for that. So I gotta stay up so I can sleep through the night tonight. I just couldn't stop racing. I was just racing hyper last night. I could not wind down. I have too much in real life going on, and I just could not sleep. Finally went to sleep around 1, woke up at 3. Made myself go back to sleep, tried and slept at most another 48 minutes, you know. So it was a rough night. But I mean, I should feel a lot worse than I do, considering I only got 3 hours sleep. I don't feel that bad. I'm just a little tired. I guess 3 hours was enough to get me through. So I thought I would come out here and live stream the sunset because it's so beautiful. They're doing work at my home, so I had to vacate for the next couple of days. Yeesh. So I'm trying to take advantage of it, enjoy it, and get out. I'm gonna do some knitting. It hasn't hit you yet. Oh, I know. As soon as I hit that bed, I'm gonna pass out. Sure of it. I'll probably say, oh, let's finish editing this video, or let's watch this. And then before I even finish the thought in my mind, I'll probably be asleep. Yeah. Sounds like you know me, Lori. I think it's maybe you just know humans, but that perfectly fit the scenario, I'm sure, for me tonight. My poor kitty. He is massively stressed out. I am at Sunset Cliffs in San Diego. These are Sunset Cliffs. And happy to see they put a good railing in, because there's areas where there isn't one, and people, oh, look at the birds. Can you see them? People back up to the cliffs to take selfies of them in the sunset and fall off. It's really sad. So they've had this beach, or this cliff, Spark, I guess. It's a state park. They've had it closed for quite a long time while they did repairs to the cliff itself and repairs to the railing, because, yeah, it's super dangerous. Everyone wants that perfect selfie, and then they back up right off the cliff. Because it's sandy gravel underfoot. It's super easy to slip if you're not focused on your footing, you're focused on the camera. But I am safely behind a railing, guys. That will not happen to me. I know I'm a klutz. It's because, you where's your balance on when you're staring at the phone instead of occasionally, I don't know, assessing where you are on the horizon and watching your footing. So, already dark there. Didn't you say you got a little snow? Wasn't that you on Natalie's stream? Said you got a little snow, a little sleet and snow. See, there is this nice cliff here that you can, or rock, sheer rock that you can walk out on. It's that sort of thing. People fall off that sort of thing, So all it takes is one misplaced foot and you slide right off, crack your head open. Oh, this is horrible. I should be saying lovely things about how wonderful it is here. It is beautiful here, and it is wonderful here. Just careful of your footing. I like watching the birds. Calgary got hit. I'm a few hours north. We got a slight dusting. Well, to me, a slight dusting to me is snow, so yeah, you got snow today. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's only ever snowed here once. I believe it was like in the very early 80s or late 70s. I don't remember for sure. It snowed here once, and it, of course, all melted before it even hit the ground. But for San Diego to see snow, that's huge. Yeah, we do get freezing rain, though, in the winter, because any snow that's in the clouds above us, if there happens to be cold enough clouds in the air, melts by the time it gets to us. So we get a lot of freezing rain and like hail. If we have a bad winter storm, that's what we get. So a lot of people are surprised to hear we get hail, but hail is just melting snow, so it melts on its way down. And that's not very often. Like, we'll get it once and then maybe not again for another 8 years or something. It's not very often. But there was one year, it must have hailed at least 7 times that year. So sometimes we get quite a bit of hail. The winters are rainy season, so we get rain. Sometimes it's freezing rain. This is freezing to me, but luckily I had a hoodie in my trunk, or else I would not be here right now. It would be too cold. I got one from my my squirrels' sports ball teams in the trunk. I generally keep it in there for just such instances, and I'm really glad I did. If it gets warm enough, I'm in San Diego. I happen to be at Sunset Cliffs State Park at the moment in San Diego. If it gets warm enough, which I think according to the weather, I'll show you where I'm staying. But honestly, I think it's gonna be too cold, and you know what? I didn't bring my bathing suit anyway, I just realized. I love to go swimming. And I love to swim in the ocean. You know, most moms like try to keep their hair nice and stay on shore and tan. I'm the one that's like, no, give me a boogie board and I want to get in the water with you. And you know, I love to swim, I love the water, I love boogie boarding. I've never surfed, but nice squirrels have 19 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. Come on now, that's so cold. Okay, Lori. Yeah, you know, one of my squirrels was really intimidated by the idea of trying surfing. Well, it was twofold, right? First of it was the image of the burned out surfer dude that really didn't appeal. That, and it looked so incredibly hard and dangerous, and it was intimidating. But it's one of the very rare times where I kind of nudged my kid into doing something that they didn't want to do. But I knew that once they got out there and tried it and got in the water, that they would just love it. So I was really reticent to do it, but I just made the executive call going ahead and signing them up. And they were not thrilled when I dropped them off that day. But when I picked them up that night, beaming, just completely beaming, just smiling from ear to ear, so excited. They just loved it. And I knew they would, or I wouldn't have, you know, like, what am I supposed to, for instance, what am I supposed to piano lessons? And after a while, it came pretty obvious that they really liked the teacher and they liked making me happy. They never practiced. They were never that into it. So, you know, in a situation like that, why is the kid taking lessons? So Squirrels stopped piano, and I was good with that. It's got to be what's right fit for them. But I knew the surfing would be a right fit. And it's like, how can you grow up in San Diego and not have at least tried surfing once, right? It's like growing up in Aspen, Colorado, and have never tried skiing. So I thought it was a must-do, at least once. Even if they didn't like it, then they'd have an informed opinion, and they would know. But they loved it. I signed them up again the next summer. Yeah, and the surf camp took him to a few like really interesting, kind of like local beach spots that he felt really privileged to find, because it was like, oh, now you've got the inside scoop on where the best local beach spots are. One of them's actually just down this way, just on the other side of there. It's beautiful. To do the sunset stream is because last night's sunset was spectacular. The whole sky was lit up red. It was amazing. And this is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But it was just like phenomenal. It's like, ah. Oh. And I was supposed to go last night, but other things were in the way. So it did not happen. Oh, here's some more birds flying right over me. Oh, it's ducks. Canadian geese. It's Canadian geese, guys. I should have known by the distinct V, but you know, other birds fly in V's too. But Lori, there's your geese flying by me now. They left you a day or so ago, and now they're flying right by me. It is beautiful here, it really is. It's windy, it's cold, but it's beautiful. So, tolerate the cold for a little bit. It wouldn't be so bad if I had winter clothes. To the birdies. Come on, come on. No, you don't want them to come home. They'll freeze. It's too cold for them. They need their summer or their winter vacay in a hot climate. I don't remember why I didn't go last night now. Oh, it's because I wasn't feeling well and I had so much else to do. It was the night before. It wasn't last night. It was the night before that I was planning on going, but then last night was like the brilliant red sky. It was gorgeous. Still have some lazy ones hanging around. Well, they're going to be leaving soon. They'll probably be gone before December, I would imagine. Especially if you're getting snow already. I almost didn't get here in time. I got here just before the sun dropped. I got turned around. Couldn't find the right street. Half of the streets in this section of town are one way and dead ends. Not one way, mostly dead ends. Because we're on a peninsula. So if you don't hit the right street, you kind of get turned around, and that's what happened to me. On a very I can't think of the word I'm looking for because my brain's not working. I'm too tired, but lots of different elevations. You know, it's like got high points and low points, like valleys and hills and stuff all over the peninsula. So like almost, I don't know. It's when you're trying to find the right street and can't find the through street. It feels like every street is a dead end. But that's obviously not the case. Young lady jogging by. It's a great place to run. I guess it's safe, but it always makes me nervous to see a young lady run by herself. It's unfortunately a sign of the times, particularly when we were growing up. But I guess it's a little safer now because now you have a phone and there's plenty of people here, so it's not like she's really alone. A friend of mine used to go out running every morning at like 5 in the morning in this really isolated park. Drove me bananas. It's like you need to have someone with you if you're gonna do that. Just felt so unsafe. And she was young, tiny. You know, she was at that age where they think they're invincible, and didn't we all? And don't we all still, to some degree? Oh, I bet it was really nice in the 70s. You know, smaller, more of a small town. I have some friends, people I'm good friends with, that have lived here their whole lives. I have not, in case case that wasn't obvious by that sentence. I'm not from here originally. Here, I'll do a 360. See the big houses behind me and a few smaller houses. Well, my phone is at 9%. I did that thing that I need to stop doing. I got to the location where I was going to live stream, and I saw someone else live streaming, and so I went to their channel and sat and chat. I wanted to see them. And so then by the time I went on, it was already getting really cold. But at least it brought me closer in time to sunset, so I came here to see it. But it's pitch black here. I mean, not pitch black, but I mean, there's no light. You can't see your footing, and it's all. I'm gonna try it. If I trip, you have to promise to laugh at me, because I'm not going through all that injury and trouble of tripping, and then you guys don't even at least laugh at it. So, is that a deal? If I trip, you have to laugh. No worrying about me. Just laugh at me. It seems pretty smooth here, actually. I don't think there's anything to really trip over. Also, my eyes have adjusted better since I'm not staring out into the sun or the bright color. I'm just pointing the camera that way so I can see my footing. It's not completely even, but it's not like rocky where you're just gonna... It's sandy. So it means I'm gonna have sand all in my shoes. But that's okay, I already had sand in my shoes because I wore these same shoes to the beach last weekend. They're still a little sandy from that. Good evening, Brian Lucas. Yeah, sand just, it penetrates everything. It seems to stick around forever. So I have a pretty good system generally with the kids. When I take them to the beach, I take like one of those 2-gallon or a couple 1-gallon water jugs, and it startled me. And I fill that up with water and I keep it in my trunk. Then by the time you're done with your beach day, that water is warm. So now you've got warm water to rinse all the sand off your feet before you put the kiddos in the car. It's perfect. It like cuts down my sand amount in the car and carried home with us greatly to let them be able to rinse off. Because even if you rinse off at the beach, you still then have to walk back across the sand. So I have a warm gallon of water in the car. Usually 1 gallon is enough for 2 people to get their feet and calves and hands if they need to. But if you have more than 1 or 2 squirrels, you want 2 gallons. You left gravel in my boot. Oh, you have gravel in your boot. Ouch. I'll take the sand. Gravel sounds painful, unless they're pebbles, but you specifically said gravel, so I'm imagining it's not pebbles. Here, let me walk some more. It's gonna make it a little bumpy. Okay. Yeah, see, here's a sign. There's a deep little ravine here. You can't really see it on camera. And there's a sign that says, "Stay back, unstable cliff, stay back." You can't probably read it. Maybe if I zoom in. Yeah. Unstable cliff, stay back. But, and you can't see this, maybe if I turn on the lights, can I do that? Yeah. See, it's a little bit of a ravine here and lumpity bumpity. This I will twist my ankle on if I'm trying to record and walk up there. So I'm not going to walk up there, plus the sign that says unstable cliffs, stay back. I'm going to listen to. There's a bench here though. Can't see it. Be really nice. Pebble gravel. We use small rocks on our ice. Oh, okay. Well, that's not real gravel then. If it's pebbles, gravel is chewed up and like rocks and rough. Turn that light back off. Especially since my phone's almost dead. I am at 6% now, guys. Yeah, oh, so yeah, I went to where I was supposed to, I had all my things set up. I went to live stream and then ended up watching someone else, but it was someone I really adore, so, you know, it is what it is. It was Natalie, Life After Cult, and I adore her. She did a members-only live stream, and I had been gifted a membership for the month. So I want to take full advantage of my month-free gift. Unlikely, but one of my tires does tend to get a little low. But I just filled it, so I'm sure it's fine. Isn't that a gorgeous color? Striking against the blue. I need to get out of the cold when it's dark. Oh, there's one man way over there. Other than that, I'm here by myself. Oh, no, someone's creeping up behind me. I'm not here by myself. But pretty much am. It's just a few of us left. Everyone else, it's like, it's cold, the sun's down, we're leaving. Yep. Day meets night. Yes. And on that note, good night, guys. Have a great night. I hope you guys sleep well. I'm going to finish the Audit LA video tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish that tomorrow regardless. I just have to get more of that where she likes the direction I'm going or wants to add anything or change anything. And I'll get that out tomorrow. And I'll probably do a knitting live tomorrow because I want to get started on the Manning 8 video. First of all, it still has winter. Wow, I left for 2 minutes and now it's dark. Yeah. So, yeah, I was saying earlier, I have Christmas knitting. So I can go back to the things I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, much love to you guys. Talk to you soon. I'll probably see you in Pops tonight or somewhere. Usually do. Take care. Bye.